faculty left double angle bracket faculty of food technology right double angle bracket department left double angle bracket technology of food products right double angle bracket discipline left double angle bracket sanitation and hygiene in livestock facilities right double angle bracket lecture 2 left double angle bracket monitoring the state of the microclimate in livestock buildings right double angle bracket Есенқұлова Ж Ж Cand. Of Agricultural Science, ASOC. Prof. Lecture Plan 1. Cooling systems of livestock premises 2. Indoor temperature standards for cattle 3. More about natural ventilation. Microclimate is all environmental indicators together: air temperature, humidity, illumination, air composition, presence of bacteria. The microclimate is influenced by a number of factors. These are the climate in the region, the time of year, the number of animals, ventilation systems and the size of the premises, their thermal conductivity, the mode of the day, the method of keeping livestock, and even its age. Changes in the microclimate that are invisible to the eye can seriously affect the health of animals and reduce their productivity by 20 to 40%. The increase in live weight decreases, young animals die more often. Indoor temperature standards for cattle in summer. The air temperature directly affects the heat exchange processes in the body of animals. Its unfavorable values lead to a decrease in milk yields, a change in appetite, and disturbances in the work of internal organs. The optimal temperature for a kosht is from 8 to 22 degrees Celsius. Then the processes of inhibition in the body of cattle already begin. If the thermometer in the animal room shows all 30 degrees in summer, this is unacceptable. Therefore, it is very important to cool the kosht in the heat. Cooling systems of livestock premises. Microclimate is all environmental indicators together: air temperature, humidity, illumination, air composition, presence of bacteria. The microclimate is influenced by a number of factors. These are the climate in the region, the time of year, the number of animals, ventilation systems and the size of the premises, their thermal conductivity, the mode of the day, the method of keeping livestock, and even its age. Changes in the microclimate that are invisible to the eye can seriously affect the health of animals and reduce their productivity by 20 to 40%. The increase in live weight decreases, young animals die more often. More about natural ventilation. Such a ventilation system can be tubular and tubeless. The first option is more effective. It includes air intake openings in the walls and exhaust pipes with values that are performed behind the roof ridge. A pipeless system is ventilation through windows, holes in walls, gates. Its disadvantage is that it is almost impossible to configure it, and it strongly depends on weather conditions, but it is the most common system. Norms of air exchange in summer. 70 cubic meters per hour per hundredweight of adult animals, from 100 to 120 cubic meters for calves, for young animals. 250 cubic meters per hour. Which humidity is better, low or high? In fact, neither one nor the other. Humidity as well as temperature strongly affects thermoregulation, in particular, on the return of heat. Moreover, humidity of more than 85% is harmful both at very high and low temperatures. The optimal humidity level for keeping livestock is 50 to 70%. High humidity slows down metabolic processes, reduces the body's resistance to infections. So, if it is very humid in the coast, animals are much more likely to suffer from gastrointestinal, colds and skin diseases. Calves living in rooms with a humidity of 90 to 100% and a temperature of +10 to -2 degrees gain 15 to 20% less weight. At the same time, too low humidity is dangerous. If it is less than 30 to 40% and the temperature in the coast is higher than normal, this not only causes severe thirst, dryness of the mucous membranes in cattle, but also adversely affects the immune system. Microbiological condition of the coast and illumination. The microclimate in livestock premises is also the content of microbes and fungi in the air. Most often, pathogens of anthrax, brucellosis, tuberculosis, tetanus, as well as staphylococci, streptococci, parasites, E. coli and mold fungi, live in coasts. Compared to the outdoor air, the concentration of microorganisms here is 50 to 100 times greater. To combat bacteria, hygienic, sanitary measures for cleaning, disinfection with ultraviolet light are used. The amount of light affects the health and productivity of any animals. This is important for the premises where they are kept, whether it is a coast, poultry house or pigsty. Its deficiency disrupts metabolic processes, the digestibility of some trace elements, contributes to the deposition of excess fat. The animals show the best results when the illumination is 50 to 100 lux with a daylight duration of 12 to 18 hours. At the same time, the organization of natural lighting of such intensity is not always possible and expedient, due to the need for a large number of windows. Therefore, in practice, artificial lighting is more often used. Control in animal rooms. Microclimate parameters are measured 3 to 4 times a month, 3 times a day. Early in the morning from 5:00 to 7:00, then from 12:00 to 14:00, and from 19:00 to 21:00. If necessary, the procedure is carried out for up to 12 consecutive days. Measurements are made with special devices, choosing 2 to 3 zones in the coast. The place where the cows lie, where they stand, and the territory where the staff is located. The latter is important, since the microclimate is also important in labor protection. Measured at 3 points. In the middle of the room, then in 2 corners located diagonally. The distance from the end walls should be 3 meters, from the longitudinal 1 meter. They are measured at the level of 0.6 and 1.5 meters from the floor in rooms for adult cattle, in calves by 0.3, then 0.7 and 1.5 meters. The illumination, the amount of gases and microorganisms, temperature, humidity, and noise intensity are taken into account. As we can see, the microclimate of the premises for cattle is of great importance for animal husbandry. A favorable environment improves the development of young animals, increases weight gain, immunity, productivity of cows, increases their active life. A bad microclimate, on the contrary, is fraught with serious losses for the enterprise. Questions 1. How to measure the temperature humidity index, Thi. 2. List other approaches of microclimatic measurements. Bibliography, management and welfare of farmer animals. U4 Animal Welfare Series. Wiley-Blackwell Methods to Analyze Agricultural Commodity Price Volatility, the Production Technology of Functional Food Products from Raw Materials of Plant and Animal Origin. Thank you for your attention. Consultations. Almaty, Reinbeck Ave. 348 Building 2,208.